Is your dryer making a high-pitched squealing sound on occasion? Perhaps the drum is slipping a bit while it's running? That might be an indication that you have a defective idler. Hi, it's Steve from Part Select. In this video, we'd like to show you how easy it is to inspect and/or replace the idler pulley on your dryer. Although the model we have here today may not be the same as yours, all idler pulleys perform the same function on a dryer, and the access and repair procedure is very similar. Now that we've disconnected the power, our next step will be to gain access to the front of our dryer. On this particular model, that means we'll need to remove the lint filter and two screws that secure the main top to that inlet duct assembly. We want to make sure that we don't drop these two screws down into that inlet duct assembly. So we typically will just put a little rag in there. Now with those retaining screws removed, we're now ready to raise the main top. Now with this particular model of dryer that we have here, there are two clips that secure that main top to the front panel. Now you can either use a putty knife and slide it in there, locate those spring clips, depress them while lifting up on the main top. Or again, with this particular model, all we need to do is pull that top towards us and release it. With the top released from the mounting clips, we're then able to tilt it back. And we want to make sure that we can lean that against the wall to support it or have somebody hold it in place. Now before we can remove that front panel, we'll need to locate the wire harness to the door switch. On this particular style of dryer, the door switch is located in the upper right hand corner and the harness will be located right behind it. We simply need to separate the locking tabs and the two halves of the harness. Now with this model of dryer, we have two screws in the upper corners of that front panel that secure the front panel to the cabinet. So we'll need to remove those. And as you remove the last one, be sure to support the front panel. Now with the front panel pulled away from the cabinet, we're next going to grasp both sides of it and we'll lift it off of the base frame. Now the purpose of the idler pulley on a dryer is to provide constant tension on the drive belt. The belt will wrap around the drum, around the motor pulley, and then around the idler pulley to give it that tension. Other models may have the idler bracket and wheel attached to the back of the motor and use a coil spring to provide the tension, while other models may use a spring steel rod type idler that is mounted to the base on the left hand side. In all cases, you will need to remove the belt from that idler pulley and the motor pulley to lift the drum out of the way. So typically we're going to pull that idler pulley to release the tension on the belt. We'll remove it from the motor pulley. In some cases you'll be able to just remove the idler pulley, but typically you'll need to remove the drum to gain better access. Now with the belt removed from both the motor and the idler pulley and the tension released, we can then lift the drum out of the dryer. Now with the drum removed, we have full access to our idler pulley assembly. Whether it is attached to the motor or to the base frame, we can either remove just the pulley from the idler assembly, or in most cases you'll have an assembly that includes both the bracket and the pulley itself. So we simply need to remove the old one and replace it with the new, making sure that it turns freely and lines up directly with the motor pulley. Now, once we have the new idler pulley in place, we're ready to reinstall our drum. Thread the belt around both the idler pulley and the motor pulley, and then we can begin the reassembly. Thank you so much for watching this video. We certainly hope that it was helpful to you and you now have the confidence to change your own idler pulley. For more videos on appliance repair, maintenance, and cleaning tips, be sure to visit our website. And hey, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing.